Hello everybody. In this video we will talk about how to use def keyword to create functions. So the def keyword basically stands for define. This tells Python that you're about to write a function and then you will pass in the name of the function, and then you have to write open and close parenthesis, and then you need to write colon to tell Python that you're about to start writing the code inside of the function. The indentation is important while writing the function. The indentation is important while writing functions in Python. Now let's see how to create functions and use them. So to start off, I'll say def and then the name of the function, which in this case I'll say hello, but you can give it any. And then I will have open and close parentheses. Basically, parentheses are important right after writing the name of the function, because if in some case if you are about to pass in some parameters or argument, which I will explain later in this video. So okay, basically writing a open and close parentheses is important when defining a function. Then finally we have to use colon. It tells the function that we're about to start writing a code after these parentheses with indentation in mind, meaning everything that will be intended inside of the function that you have defined. Then I can write the code that I want. Let's say I want to print hello world. Now when I will go and call this function by saying the name of the function and then passing the parentheses. Again, later in this video you will realize why parentheses are important while calling functions and then actually creating them. As you can see that the code I passed inside of the function is executed. Now this is how you can create and call function in Python. Now let me introduce you to parameters / arguments. Arguments are just simply variables that are passed in function and should be defined on the call. Also, you can call them whatever you want. Now let me show you what I mean by that. So here, if I will pass in a argument, let's say name, and if I will come over here and say hello world, my name is plus the name of the variable or the argument. Here basically I am concatenating the string with the variable name. Now this means that when I will call my function, I need to pass value for the variable that I defined earlier in the function parentheses, which will be used by the function now. Now when I will execute this, you can see the results. Basically what happened here is that when I was defining the function, I gave it a parameter or a variable that it needs to use inside of the code. In this case, print hello world, my name is plus the name of the variable. So this all means when you want to have some value inside of your code that you will define when you will call the function. Now let's see another example of this. If I will define a function which will add two numbers, I can do something like this. Def add, it's the name of the function. Then I will pass in two arguments, num1 and num2, and then I'll say return num1 plus num2. The return keyword basically returns a value from a function. In this case, num1 and num2. Now when I will call this function and pass in the numbers that I want to add, you can see the result. Well, now that's it for this video. So in this video, I taught you how to create functions and call them, and how to also create parameters / arguments for them, and how to later define them when you will be calling the function.